It's time for part 2 of the details that you missed from Andor, and this time it's a lot more difficult than part 1, so please, if you knew all these, let me know in the comments below. Let's get started. Radis and Draven mention Merrick, and it's a good thing he isn't here or would have shot Andor down. Now, Antok Merrick is a character in Rogue One. He's the Blue Squadron leader and he flies an X-Wing. Unfortunately, he is killed in the Battle of Scarif. The next one is where Cassian and Melshi are drinking something called Revnog. This is an alcoholic beverage which was first in episode 1 of Andor. It's when Andor gets approached by the Pre-Mor enforcement personnel and then he kills them in the alleyways, setting off this entire adventure, especially involving Cyril Khan. And I don't think that was an accident. I think that was probably Tony Gilroy or one of the other individuals specifically putting it in there to kind of make everything go full circle. Also in those scenes on Yavin, Cassian, Melshi and K2 are playing a game called Rianza. It's a game specifically created for Andor, it's got its full rules, and it takes influence from Dominoes and Mahjong. Luthen Rael stabs himself with a Nautolan bleeder. Now the Nautilans are actually a species that are amphibian, and you'd know them because of the famous Jedi Master Kit Fisto, with his award-winning smile in Attack of the Clones, and then his somewhat feeble attempt at taking down Palpatine in episode 3. Now this is one that I imagine the majority of you did actually catch. So Perrin at the end of the Andor finale is seen with a woman seemingly having an affair, and that woman is Runai, which is Davos Cauldron's wife. Now the next one I'm cheating a little bit on, it's about Draven, and it's actually not in Andor or Rogue One, but it explains why he's not in Empire Strikes Back or beyond, whereas him and Dodana get killed in the Hope Dies 2015 run of Star Wars comics. It's a really great run, but unfortunately Draven does get killed by Darth Vader himself. Now this last one is just something online that I keep seeing that's a bit irritating, which is the idea that Poe Dameron is Bix's child. That is not the case. Poe Dameron's parents have been well established in the canon. Poe Dameron's parents are Shara Bey and Kez Dameron. They made their appearance in Shattered Empire, which is a set of 4 comics set just after Return of the Jedi. Shara and Kez were major parts of the rebellion, especially in the 2020 run of Star Wars comics written by Charles Soule. They went on several missions that really helped the rebellion in huge ways, and Shara Bey was a good friend of Leia Organa's because of all of this. Poe Dameron's parents have been established. Poe was born on Yavin 4 around 2 years after the Battle of Yavin, and his mum unfortunately passed away when he was around 8 years old. But it's not Bix Colleen. So those are some more details. How many of them did you get? Did you know them all? I'm sorry I got a bit cheeky there at the end, but please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll try and get back to everyone as soon as I can. But also please like, share, subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff to Star Wars Chit-Chat. I'm releasing more and more clips every day, especially from Andor, and I will also be doing a few for Rogue One as well. And I am releasing deep dives, reviews, discussion shows on these shows, and I've got lots of other stuff coming up as well. So please like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz for Star Wars Chit-Chat. And may the Force be with you.